Welcome to the Bookkeepers Daughter series. I'm Angie, the owner of Project Done, and this is episode 10. Today, Devin and I are going to talk about what it means to be ready for filing your taxes this year. My question to you is, are you ready, and how do you know you're ready?
Yeah, you want to make sure you're not filing too early also. Like some people want to file come the new year. You're not going to be ready because not everyone has generated the documents or sent their documents to you, your tax papers. So you don't want to do too early because then you're not going to be fully ready and have all the stuff you need for when you file.
Yeah, so what are you collecting? You're collecting 1099s, you're collecting the obvious W-2s from your work, you're collecting tax forms. If you received interest from the bank, they send you a tax 1099. If it's over $10, usually. If it's under $10, they don't send that. If you have investments, they send you 1099s.
If you've had a baby.
Yeah, there's that. Yep.
And especially if you filed for like SDI or PFL, paid family leave, all of those, they'll send you a form. So you want to make sure you have that. I always go, just to make it easy for myself, I go off of, okay, my documents from my employers, W-2, W-4, whatever you have, 1099s, I do that. And then I go into like, okay, investment papers. Are there any investment type things I need for taxes? And then I go into like, okay, like we had a baby. So like going into those, I kind of just like, if you think about all in one, if you have a lot of different things going on, then it can feel really overwhelming. But if you just start small, just do one thing at a time, and it's easier.
If you file with a CPA, they track for you. They send you a tax organizer, and they track for you what happened last year, so that you can compare this year to last year. They want to know if anything changed. They want to know if you're working out of your home office, what your square footage is, if you drove your car for work that wasn't commuting, but that was like for, you're a 1099 contractor and you're going to meetings, you're doing stuff on site, track your miles. They want to know those things. So they'll also give you a review of what you sent them last year. So if this year is the same as last year and you've collected all your tax docs compared to what you had last year, you're ready.
Easy to go off of that.
If things change this year, then you need to make sure that you either put it on your tax organizer or an email to your CPA, or if you're old school and you still go to the office to see the CPA, then you can talk to them in person or by phone, so that you can make sure that you have everything that you need, to get your filing done this year. And tax return reports are due to be sent out to you by no later than January 31. Banks do it whenever they feel like it. Investment companies do it. Sometimes you don't get your information until October. That happens. It's weird and it's normal, but you can't file until you have it. You need it. You can get ready and you can have everything ready except that. So if you haven't received your tax forms right now, they are ready for you. You just have to reach out to whoever was supposed to be sending them to you, the bank, anybody that you worked for that you think you're getting 1099 from, your employer. If you haven't got your W-2 from your employer, it's all ready because they were required to file it with the with the IRS and with the state. So it is all ready for you.
And with all of that, you also want to make sure that you are getting all these tax documents to your CPA, or even if you're filing yourself, let's say online, doing TurboTax or something, you want to make sure that you're getting all this stuff together before you do it and early, because there's always these last minute questions that pop up, and it's gonna be really stressful if you're getting all of these documents to your CPA like right before the deadline. Then there's gonna be all these things that pop up last minute, and if you don't have everything, you're not able to file, you might have to do an extension. You don't want to do that.
If your tax documents are not prepared for you, you cannot file without them. And there's no reason really to be talking to your CPA until you are ready.
Yeah.
Because if you get them information and you're just piecing it together a little bit, they're going to work with people who are ready.
Yeah.
And you could get bumped into an extension automatically when you think that you've had your reports to them for months, and but you weren't ready. So you're going to need to, if that is what you've been doing and that is your pattern, then you're going to need to be in contact with them like daily, email, hey, make sure they get back to you because they're busy. I mean, CPAs we're bookkeepers, we're busy. Yeah. CPAs are slammed too.
Yeah. So just have it in your mind. Don't do it last minute. I think, what is it? Is it mid-February? Everyone's supposed to have gotten their documents to you?
Well, it's usually by January 31, they're required to file with the IRS. And so now they're ready and they should be out in the mail to you. So you should have them by February 15. So now we're on, what's today, 16, 17, whatever? Yeah, you should have everything now. And if you don't, you can reach out for it. So they have it, and it is ready for you because it's been ready since January 31st. So.
So now's the time.
Yes.
If you haven't already, collect all the stuff.
Yes.
make sure everything's squared away so that when you do submit all this stuff to your CPA, or you have questions, or you need to ask someone to send them or send something to you if you actually did not receive it, like maybe you moved and something didn't get forwarded. This gives you so much time, so you're not doing this last minute and maybe having to file an extension if it's too last minute.
Yeah. If you have a lot of questions about what you need to have ready for your CPA and for tax planning, if you do it yourself, if you're a TurboTax filer, if you whatever, you can reach out to Project Done and we can help you with that. If you need more tax planning strategies and you have a CPA, those are meetings you should have in October. Because if you're having your tax strategy planning meeting right now in 2026, 2025 is over. It's already happened. So there's not a lot of things that you can do to change what you've done in 2025. But there's a lot of things you can do to make 2026 an easier and better filing year for you. The purpose is not to spend all your money in taxes. It's not the purpose. The purpose is to keep as much money as you can in your pocket. So make sure you're ready. How do you keep your documents all year long? I keep mine in a file folder labeled tax documents, and so whenever I get one, I put them in there, and then I scan
backup.
Or you keep it on your desktop in a tax folder folder on your desktop or in Dropbox or wherever you store your documents online. So it's always ready. You always have it. So if you ever needed it for any reason, you can just it's just right here. Everything's it's not in a pile on the counter. It's not in the garage, in your car, in your purse, in your kid's backpack. It's in a specific spot where you keep all your tax documents all the time for the year. And then at the end of the year, you file it and put it away and you start again for the next year. So, so thank you for tuning into our blog and helping us to grow our community. This is all on our path to financial wellness. It takes a village to get there. Any comments or suggestions that you have for us, anything you want to talk about, let us know. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, you can also find us at projectdoneaccounting.com. Happy tax time.
Good luck.